So, if everybody, let's just keep it real for a second right here. The Joe Biden's presidency in just is 100 days has been complete freaking hell, people. Joe Biden has only been in office for like 100 days, 101 days, and things are already off the wall. Apparently, this cyber attack that hit freaking the gas and oil industries. Only the job report is terrible, and Israel is a complete crapshoot right now. But the thing is, you had people coming out saying at least it's still better than mean old orange man who can't stop posting out mean tweets. You know, these people who have you can't help these people. These people are completely brainwashed, delusional, illiterate people who have no idea what the hell is going on here, or they have no idea how to act. What's actually best for people? They don't. They just go with the whole, hey, at least it's better than the orange man, evil orange man, racist orange man. Even though Joe Biden's America right now, as people want to put it, it's not looking too good. If you guys drive a car, you live probably in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, any of these states that had they pipe the gas and oil lines hacked by people. Apparently, people saying it's Russia, the cyber attack and all that stuff. Then you would see how crazy it is right now. Gas stations are freaking more busier than usual. There's no gas. There's barely any gas where I'm at. It's only the unleaded gas, the 89 gas. It's only that gas. The mid unleaded and the super unleaded are basically sold out right now. There's no gas that type of gas anywhere. And it's not just that. Apparently, to some people, this is not a crisis. To some people, it's not a crisis. It is a crisis. The gas and oil industry is a very important business right now. But apparently, people who say it's not important apparently don't have cars. They don't need to travel. They don't need to take a flight. They don't need to take that. They basically don't need to do anything for real. This is why I say that like these people had no idea what's actually going on. They are in their own minds. They are completely disillusioned. They have no ounce of common sense whatsoever. Okay, let me go ahead and read y'all this article from Fox News. From Fox News to see what's actually going on in the Biden administration, because you already know CNN and MSNBC won't say anything. So let's go ahead and get into this article from Fox News. Better Biden under siege as crisis confound the White House. Remarkable 5 days of bad development stretching from Israel to Mexican border up East Coast via colonial pipeline. Memo to President Biden. Life moves pretty fast and now the world is on fire. Israel is erupting. Americans are utterly confused when masks should be worn for COVID-19 protection. And then there are the Agita inducing long lines for gasolines. And that was just Tuesday. A lot has changed in a matter of days. Friday was supposed to be a glorious day for Biden. The latest employment numbers were set to be released, and economists were gushing that 1 million new jobs had likely been created in April by exuberant employers and the newly vaccinated workers. Yeah, it turns out that was a major disappointment with the April job numbers. His team, no doubt, was prepared to unleash Biden to perform a little victory dance at the White House celebrating the stupendous number. But the show had to be hastily revamped when the actual tally came in nearly 750,000 jobs lower than expected. Just 266,000 jobs created, and unemployment unexpectedly rising to 6.1. Because when you make way more money in unemployment and you just sit home and do nothing, why would you want to go back to work? That's free money. That's free money coming at you. And you still probably got to worry about taxes. But when you're on the unemployment and you get like $600 a week, $900 a week, there's no point of you going back to work. People don't want to go back to work because of the unemployment benefits. There are so many jobs on. There are so many job postings on my corner alone, from McDonald's, Taco Bell, Applebee's, the gym, Kroger's, even Walmart, and the gas stations. But apparently, some people say it's not a lot. It's not a lot of job openings. There are multiple job openings right now, but unemployment is killing it. It's killing it. Unemployment is killing jobs right now. Because, and the reason why a lot of people don't go back is because they know they can get away with it. They give up the excuse that to the unemployment office that they don't want to go back to work because they are afraid of COVID-19, because mainstream media keeps on telling them this is the most dangerous virus of all time, and if you go out, you die. And look at the numbers right now. The numbers are going down very slow. Like just a couple months ago, it was 500 some thousand. It's I think it's like 580,000 right now for U.S. deaths. You see how it the COVID-19 rate slowly went down ever since Joe Biden came into office. I mean, I ain't trying to say much, but it's kind of off. You might think we should be disappointed, Biden said, which was indeed something people might think, which it was. But the American Rescue Plan he signed into law in March was designed to help us get over the course of a year, not 60 days, he said. Far from being a disappointment, a jobs report that included 734,000 jobs fewer than expected was good news. Today, there is more evidence that our economy is moving in the right direction, Biden said. This is progress. This is a testament to our new strategy, he said. We got work to do. To state the obvious, we have work to do. You might think. The jobs figures were just the first in a series of out-of-nowhere body blows hitting the president during a remarkable 5 days of bad developments that stretched from Israel to the Mexican border and up the East Coast via the Colonial Pipeline. After delivering a few remarks Friday, taking in the weekly economic briefing, and meeting with his jobs cabinet, the president knocked off at 5:45 p.m. and headed for the peacefully wooded Catoctin Mountain Park, where the presidential refugee camp David awaited in Maryland. He was ready for a rest, but the world wasn't ready to give him one. By Saturday morning, the Colonial Pipeline, which transports nearly half the East Coast fuel supplies up from Texas, had been turned off. The victim of a ransomware cyber attack by a group of nasty hackers who, by the way, might be working with the Russian government. It's always Russia, isn't it? Biden was briefed on the situation Saturday morning. By late Monday, more than 1 in 20 gas stations in Virginia was out of fuel. Tuesday, governors throughout the Southeast were declaring states of emergency, and the Biden administration was begging drivers not to hoard gasoline. Biden reacts to weak jobs. Meantime, Palestinians have begun violently clashing with Israel police at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, an escalation of tension that had been simmering and occasionally boiling over for weeks. Hamas began launching rocket attacks into Israel, which responded by bombing Gaza. Didn't Trump just sign a peace deal with the Middle East? And as soon as Biden's first 100 days in office, that peace deal just went out the window. So, and people are praising this because apparently since Joe Biden's in office, they saying screw Israel, bomb Israel. For what reason? We have no idea. These people are all for war as long as it's a Democrat in office. If Trump signed a peace treaty, people say it was bad. There's a war going on in the Middle East. Apparently it's good. These people have no common sense or logic in their heads. Let's go back in Washington. Republicans begun accusing Biden of tilting too far toward the Palestinians while failing to at least verbally sock it to Hamas. From the other side, leftists in his own party hit the White House for supposedly coddling Israel with Rep. Rashad Tlaib, the Democrat of Michigan, accusing Biden of enabling Israel with foreign aid. We just signed a peace treaty with the Middle East, in Israel, Jerusalem, and all that stuff. But apparently, now that Trump is not in office, you guys don't care about it, and you guys are talking about, you know, we have to help people of color. We have to help, you know, the Middle East. But apparently, since the Middle East is getting bombed right now, you guys don't care. You know, you see when people say that Democrats just flip-flop all over the place, and progressives, far leftists, are all for war, and they call Trump the warmonger, even though not one war happened under Trump, but we already have two that's happening under Joe Biden, and it's only his first 100 days. By Tuesday, an echo of the violence has spread to the streets of New York, where there were dust-ups between pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian supporters in front of the Israel consulate. As new crises broke out all over the place, there was searing reminders that an old one was still festering. U.S. Customs and Border Protection revealed Tuesday that migrant encounters jumped yet again this past April, over 178,000 in all. Nearly a tenfold increase from 2020, and still above levels seen in the 2019 surge at the Mexican border. In a heartbreaking scene, 5 unaccompanied migrant girls were found abandoned by a Texas farmer on this land. And reports emerged that border agents in Texas had seized $4.6 million in methamphetamine and cocaine, while a member of the National Guard had found an abandoned bag of AK-47 style pistols in the border region. I can't read no more of that. I can't read no more of that. If you still say Joe Biden is doing a good job at this point, please seek help, because there was no war, there was no shortage of gas, there was no, I mean, before the pandemic, there was no economic crisis. But even during the pandemic, Trump still brought millions of jobs back. But under Biden, it's bad. Someone please explain to me what good job Joe Biden is doing right now. He's not sending mean tweets. You guys got rid of a guy from the Oval Office because of tweeting. Not because of bad policies, but because of tweeting. And please tell me which bad policies specifically, and I will research it myself. Like I said, man, this Biden is not doing a good job. He's not. He's not doing a good job for anybody. He's not doing a good job for Americans, for Israel, the Middle East. He's not doing the Mexican border. He's not doing anything good right now. It's how can anybody still support this guy? Brainwash people, uninformed people. These people have no idea what's going on right now. They rather watch CNN, which is still protecting Joe Biden at this point. And their ratings are going down the drain each and every week. Go get this wokeism God, anybody, Jesus, please calm down and help. Let me guys know what you think. Let me guys know what y'all think in the comments below. Like I'm saying, like I'm subscribed, share this video. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.